Hi there from bugeye.com. Today I want to talk to you a little about these fittings right here on the back of a bugeye. These are the three main top fittings. You have a twist fitting here, a common sense fastener, and two 10X fittings. And then you have this piece here that holds the top bar in the back. And what happens with these is that they get removed when the cars get restored. This is a car called Jerry that has this beautiful paint job. These were removed and put back where they were supposed to be. But too often when these cars get stripped for restoration, these holes get either welded shut, puttied shut, or just messed up in general. So we constantly have cars that have extra holes and mistakes and issues on this back deck. And it's very important, at least to me, that there are no extra holes and that they're in the right place. So what we did is we made a template to help people get it right, to improve the quality of the fleet, and we have those available for sale, and I'll tell you a little about that template in this video. So in the basic configuration, we need to know where do these go. There's two rivets that hold these in place, and they're about 7/8 of an inch below the edge here. The edge of the base to the edge of the cockpit, it's about 7/8 of an inch. Then you have these two 10X fittings, which go here, and you'll notice this one is kind of close to the beading. This one is also about an inch away. Most of the cars have these, so we're going to assume you've got these holes in the back deck of your car. But it's the location of these three objects that we need to be clear about. So with our template, we align these two holes here with the holes that are in the body of the car. We index the beading strip here. And then you have these targets. If I had two hands that would hold it, you'd see it lines up exactly. This circle, and these two circles here for the fittings. So we're lining up this edge, these lines, and this. And then you can effectively sink the three blue pieces into your car. And that's part one of what we wanted to provide with this template. Now where it gets interesting is that a lot of the cars, including this one, have a short tonneau configuration. Now, if you had a long tonneau, as Jerry has, the tonneau would fasten here on the common sense and these two 10Xs, and it fastens to the back just like a top does. But in a short tonneau arrangement, they actually added an additional hole here. These are the red holes we have here, here, and here's the centerpiece, and then it's a mirror image on the other side. So the top would run out here to the back hook, and the short tonneau would follow the back edge of the cockpit. It makes it a little confusing, but there are these two different types, and when they coexist, what you have is two 10X fittings here, just like we had on Jerry, and a series of lift dot fasteners, which are a little bit larger, and they go here, here, etc. across the back row. So we've designed the template to handle that as well. So just a little bit crudely, again, because I'm holding the camera with one hand, we line them up here. We line up our beading for index, and here's number one in red. That's the first lift dot, the second lift dot, etc. right across the car. And the template is designed so that it can be used as a mirror image on the other side of the car to locate those other points. And using this product, we want to see no more bug eyes out there with extra holes drilled. There's no reason for that, and hopefully this product will help. One other thing that's important about this is these studs were not critical in terms of how they are located. In other words, you're going to presumably mount a tonneau on your newly restored car, for argument's sake, and where you sink these holes in a way doesn't really matter. What we wanted to establish is the almost exact location that is ideal. But when you sight these on your particular car, you can eyeball a fair bit of this. In other words, you wouldn't want this stud to be close to the edge and this stud to be an inch back from the edge. You want to eyeball it so that they all look about right. Our template can never be a perfect, precise imprint for your car. All it is going to do is get you very, very close to having an accurate and precise restoration that probably matches the same level of inaccuracy that the factory had, which is to say there was probably a line worker who had a template something like this. And whether this this hole was 1/8 of an inch in any one direction really didn't matter a whole lot, because when the tonneau was fit to the car, as long as the material went over it, that location was not exactly critical. You still could fasten a tonneau to it no matter what. Again, all those tonneaus are different. You can't usually take one tonneau from a car and put it on every bugeye, because these are all usually just a little bit off. Every car is a little bit different. The template is designed to help you get things just about where they need to be. That's what we have this week from bugeye.com.